generation must work so hard to stop that hate and unite our nation. Making sure in a new Uganda, Nekusanga Mukubanga President Muganda Mokuto Mutade investment of Uganda. Why?
Today, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi's term has been in the Western region, to be specific, in Fort Portal. Truth be told, BOBI WINE has a way of doing his politics and is the leader of the revolution. In fact, everywhere he goes, he shows you how the revolution is ripe. However, we must also put in consideration that the Western Uganda is the stronghold of the ruling regime. That's the fact. In fact, even in the previous election, the opposition, not even the previous, the opposition has not been getting a lot of votes in the Western Uganda because of very many factors. Because sometimes the opposition is not allowed to campaign there. Okay, delegates of the opposition are arrested. There is no level playing field. But however, I want to dwell on the message BOBI WINE gave out. He came out to assure Banyankole and especially telling them that Banyankole are not the enemies of Uganda, rather General Kaguta Museveni and his leadership. You know, normally in African politics, when a leader is at the helm, he uses where he comes from as a shield. Okay? Whenever he does something bad, he'll hide under his ethnicity to say that they're haunting me because from this ethnicity. So BOBI WINE was debunking that. But even away from that, it shows you how BOBI WINE has been received across the country. People come out to tell us that BOBI WINE is only innocent to lying to us. It's the reason that's why they don't allow rallies. Okay? It's the reason that's why they contain him in closed places. That's the main reason. So in this episode, I've come to talk about BOBI WINE's rally in Western Uganda, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the sedimentaries we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. We all know that BOBI WINE is a generational leader because every generation has its own leaders, like him or not. During our independence, we had people like Mutesa, we had people like Obote, okay, we had people like Mogwanya who fought for our independence. But every season has its own leaders. After independence, we got new ones. In the 80s, there were Museveni, Abuka Chambanja, and others. Now we have BOBI WINE as a contender. Not only a contender, but that who can win an election. So going in Western Uganda to give them a message, it's also good because Western Uganda have been blackmailed against other people that they don't want the message, especially between Buganda and Western. I don't know why every person who comes in power, he tries to use his ethnicity against the Buganda people. I don't know why, until maybe I find a cause of that. So BOBI WINE came out to debunk those rumors. In fact, he said these statements.
Museveni twamwagala nnyo, twamwelkaminga. Abaganda munange tulinga abatoolo, tuli welcoming, tuli loving, and that's the culture of all of us as Africans. Naye Museveni yatandinga abantu bewaffe just like kyakoze abantu b'Uganda bonabona, yatufuula abaslave. Mwe nange mbabuulira nze I'm a proud Muganda, ne munange twasigaza linnya. Museveni yatufuula abaslave ku ttaka lyaffe. ng'akozesayo abatonotono babafunye. Kakati yavuddeyo bulijjo buli myaka 5 ajja n'abalimbalimba n'abawa akasente kati byaweddeyo byalimba naga mumanyi mukyala twetondera abantu bano. Kubanga Museveni twamulabisa abadde nga abalimbalimba ng'afunayo abakulu awo ne bajja n'agamba ekyayogedde kituufu. Paka Katonda bwe yalaba n'agamba Museveni yalimbye nnyo Abaganda n'aleete na mu ghetto n'ajjayo kyakulanyi n'amugamba genda okussa abantu abo. Kati Museveni yatuuse nga talina kyabalimba n'agamba mukyala twetondera abantu bano. Nga yamaze edda n'okuseetinga ye abantu be yaze ne yeetonda. Nawulidde nti waliyo abamu abakkiriza kulejeye bannange wemuwulira omuntu we Buganda yenna nga yagamba twasonyiye Museveni musanyuve nti twamusonyiye Museveni Abaganda tebakusonyiye. Naye nababuuza naye njagala mbagambe on behalf of the Baganda tewali Muganda yasonyiye Museveni. Abo abamusonyiye tebogerera ffe tewali muntu wabwe gwe bawamba. Museveni asobola okuwayo abantu bonna akasente n'abagamba bamusonyiye tetwamusonyiye ate namwe mbasaba temumusonyiwa. Omuntu bw'aba ayagala okwetonda alina byakola era ngenda bituukako naye apology ye twagirejectinze era tubasaba namwe mugirejectinga. Museveni bw'aba ayagala okwetondera bannange bw'oba osobezza omuntu osooka n'omuwa ekitiibwa n'omugamba kyali wange no kye nakoze kikyamu naye nsonyiwa tutambule bulungi era watatusonyi wabeera mukyamu. Museveni oba ayagala tumusonyi ate abantu baffe asobola abaana b'abasiraamu abali mu makomera asobola abaana ba Buganda bali mu makomera alekeraawo ye ne mutabani we okutuyigiriza olulimi lwe by force. Abantu bali mu kusengula ku ttaka alekeraawo okugoba abantu be ku ttaka. There we shall be speaking nga betwogera tubimiininga tetwagala byakulimba. Mama Deputy President yakyogeddeko one of the values that we believe in kwe kugamba abantu amazima ate ne tuyimirira ku mazima ago namwe mbabuulira generation Muganda yagala n'omukyala n'amazima. This is not our way of doing things, but our soldiers are on orders to do that, to create hate. Abacholi ne bakyawa Abaganda, Abaganda ne bakyawa abacholi, and that continued. Kati ffe tuli baana but we are inheriting that hate. Kati nze nakola Museveni yajja nga nyina emyaka 4 naye nyina blame eyaba abantu kye bakola. Ono Numbia ne musajja muto naye kati naye alina hate eyaba Northerner. We as a generation must work so hard to stop that hate and unite our nation. Making sure that in a new Uganda, Nekusanga Mukubaka President Muganda Mokuto Motom Tade investment to make it is a Uganda. Why? That does not work. That is the only way we are going to be different. Fellow leaders, you must ensure in your words and in your action that we are completely different from the people we are fighting against. Tunakubeera sho tulibanja nnyo okuva ku bantu betuwanyisa. Otherwise tujja kuba disappointment, tujja kuba nga abajjawo bali ffe tusobole okukola ebikyamu bo bye babadde bakola. That will not work for as long as I am the leader of this revolution. So fellow leaders, that is a promise to our people. Please promise them those things. But again, ensure tinebe tunatuuka kuyinza buli mwajjukiza mu nebino mbibagamba bali mu kubirekodinga njagala batandika biplayinga nga tubimuyinza, because that is the best way to hold us accountable. Batandika biplayinga nga tuli kuyinza ate bwe tuba tu-empoweriza abantu then tujja kuba tetusobola banyigiriza kubanga bajja kubeera empowered. Finally, to you, my fellow leaders,
that is Bobi Wine. So it is true the leader has to try these people. Okay? But also, Bobi Wine, I think my president should learn that, truth be told, the Western is still a stronghold of the dictatorship. We have a lot of heavy lifting. It is the truth, because the dictator does not even allow us to campaign freely in those regions. It is the truth. Okay? And what pains him is that such regions don't have a political party to ally with Bobi Wine. In fact, what pains me more that even if this one it was still strong, it didn't even win the Chigezi sub-region where Dr. Kiza Besdi comes from. Because what, by the way, helps a lot to fight the dictatorship is when a opposition candidate comes in an election, at least the region where he comes from must vote for him to the man. So Western region must get a separate treatment from other regions. Either we vigorously campaign there, but also since the machinery of the regime comes from there, it may be a little bit hard. Okay? Because I remember even during Obote's time, you would not defeat Obote in Lango sub-region. It's very hard. That's how it is. So it needs maybe a separate treatment, which the NUP leadership should sit down and see. It is very normal for a political party not to have a lot of support in each and every area. It's very normal. Political parties have strongholds. They have parts they cannot be voted for. So what I preach right now is, I'm not saying that we should not go there, we should go there, but we must understand that not every region is receptive to any political party. It is totally normal. The only thing we need is to open their eyes so that they can, even if they are voting contrary to our party, to vote people who understand issues. Because change does not only come from the opposition, it can even come from within if people pick those who know how the things move and how the country is supposed to move. In very many democracies, even people from the ruling party can oppose government if they're doing the bad thing. So the purpose of going in Western Uganda is to open people's eyes so that even if they vote a party that's not NUP, which by the way it is almost 80%, they will vote contrary to NUP. At least they vote people who understand the core values of the nation, who understand where Uganda is, who understand where Uganda is going. Of course, that's my opinion. Do me a comment by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. Let me also take this opportunity to tell you that I will be standing as a member of parliament for Makinde East constituency 2026. I'm coming back to ask for your vote. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Avampala no bulungi nange benjagala obulungi